of the Harlingen Consolidated Independent School District. This meeting has been posted in accordance with the Open Meetings Act. We do have a quorum, and at this time, would you please join me in a moment of silence? Thank you. We will now have the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Shane Trubart.
Thank you, Mr. President, board members, Dr. Cavazos, administration, and audience. Tonight's pledge will be led by George Kingston Adona. George Adona is a 5th grade student at Crockett Elementary School. He currently serves as their vice president on the student council. George maintains an A average in all of his classes. This year, George is participating in our all-city choir and is also part of the safety patrol. He is a team member of our boys basketball team, the Magic, which is coached by his father. George has a deep passion for animals, having all kinds of pets of his own, from cats, fish, dogs, turtles, and rabbits. Due to his love for animals, George wants to pursue a career as a veterinarian and will certainly be joining our veterinarian academy when he gets to high school. George is joined tonight by his father, George, and mother, Jenny Arona. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome George Arona.
Okay. Well, thank you, George. I'd like to recognize your parents. The parents are here. Please stand. Okay. Awards and recognitions. Recognition of Harlingen CISD Board of Trustees, Dr. Art Cavazos.
Thank you, Chairman and board members, audience, and senior team. It's more important than ever before that the public supports our schools so that today's students are prepared to be productive citizens and the leaders of tomorrow. Each day, communities like ours benefit from the work of over 7,100 locally elected school leaders across the state of Texas. These public servants donate their time and talents to ensure that all our children have the best schools we can provide. Our board members provide vision and leadership in their roles as advocates, and they will continue to stand up for public education. Our amazing Board of Trustees believes in success for every child and upholds excellence for all staff members, campuses, and facilities. We are privileged to have a school board that continuously keeps the best interests of our students and staff foremost while looking to the future for the next steps in education. It is their leadership and support that has led us to the transformation we see today in Harlingen CISD and the changes we will see tomorrow on behalf of our students. So when I recognize the board individually, please know that their commitment to education excellence for all students is unwavering and does not go unnoticed. By the way, we just received word yesterday that for the 3rd year in the last 4 years, HEB Excellence in Education's Awards program has chosen them as one of 5 outstanding boards in the entire state of Texas. Let's give it up to this board. When you consider that there's over 1,000 school districts, to be 1 out of 5 is incredible. Their work does not go unnoticed. They are true champions for our HCISD family and school community. So I'd like to acknowledge them individually for their years of service, beginning with our board president. Mr. McShann is celebrating 30 years on our board this year, so let's give him a hand. Our Vice President, Mr. De Leon, has served on our board since 2005. Thank you, Mr. De Leon. Board member Greg Powers joined the board in 2010, so he will be joining us in a little bit. Ms. Fleury, and we talk about her being the queen of the board since she's the only female right now. So the queen of the board, she has been on the board since 1996. So let's give it up for Jerry Fleury. Dr. Nolan Perez joined the board in 2010. So thank you, Dr. Perez. Dr. Bobby Muniz joined the board in 2014. Thank you, Bobby. And Hilario Jaimes, as you know, his work with AEP, this kind of weather keeps him very busy, but we want to recognize him. He joined the board in 2016, so let's give it up for him as well. To recognize the board's incredible efforts and their continued commitment to excellence, HCISD has dedicated January 2018 as Board Recognition Month. At this time, we're going to present a short video prepared by Public Relations and Community Engagement Department, thanking our board members for all they do in support of student success in HCISD.
Thank you, Mr. President, distinguished board, Dr. Cavazos, administration, and audience. We want to thank the board for all of your years of service tonight as we celebrate your leadership. This year's theme for School Board Recognition Month is all about champions for children. And to share a few words about being a champion, Ms. Vela and her team put together a short video, and these are from the voices of our students.
In my life, I consider my parents as champions because every day of their life, they try the very best.
My Uncle Roy, because he works for the Army.
My dad, because he's just like always there for me, and I just love that about him.
I consider my mom a champion in my life. And in my school, probably all of the teachers that work here, the staff, they have to handle 900 kids.
And in my school, I'd have to say the administration.
My definition of a champion would be someone who succeeds in any situation.
Someone who knows what they're doing and knows that they're doing the right thing.
To work hard and to never give up.
Is one who has a vision on how great they want to be and competes with that vision every day of their life.
A champion knows the rules.
A champion breeds success in other people.
What they do for others is that they represent other people and they fight for other people.
They're there to lead them and to guide them along the way. They're there for them for moral support.
A champion doesn't care, like, if someone's making fun of them, they'll go help out whoever. It means to keep the kingdom safe and protecting the cubs. People cheer on champions because they know that they're good.
Because they're really awesome at what they do. They make it look so easy, even though it's not that easy.
They know they've accomplished something good in their life and what they've worked really hard on. Because they see them as a role model and they want to be like them. What I like about school is that the teachers are always supporting you, and no matter what, they're there for if you need help.
The thing that I like about my school is, well, everything.
What I like about my school is that they have a lot of opportunities here.
Something I'm passionate about would be speech, drama, and debate. I'm on the team here.
I'm passionate about UIL because I like working with the team.
I've always been passionate about learning. Thank you, Dr. Muniz.
Thank you, Mr. McShan.
Thank you, Mr. Jaimes.
Thank you, Mr. Powers. Thank you, Dr. Pettis.
Thank you, Ms. Laurier.
Thank you, Mr. De Leon. Thank you.
Thank you.
At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Cavazos to step forward to help us recognize our board members with a special trophy from the district honoring your work and being a champion for all of our students. In addition to the trophy, you'll also be receiving some gifts from our students as well. I'd like to begin with our board president, Mr. George McShan. Mr. McShan is receiving a basketball signed by all of the Harlingen High School varsity team players, and as well as a unique piece of artwork. It's a folklorico dancer by 12th grader Erica Della Fuente. All right, and get the three of y'all to stand over here at the end, and we'll just, and everybody else. Okay, now we move on to our vice president of the board, Mr. Javier De Leon. Mr. De Leon is going to receive one soccer ball signed by the Harlingen High School varsity teams and a piece of artwork, which is a conjunto band by 10th grader Yasmin Yanez. All right, now we're moving on to Dr. Pettis. Dr. Nolan Pettis? Dr. Pettis has a volleyball signed by the South varsity teams and a piece of artwork, which is the Iwo Jima Memorial here in Harlingen, by 11th grader Catherine Gonzalez. Miss Jerry Fleurier. Miss Fleurier will receive a volleyball signed by the Harlingen High School varsity team, and her piece of artwork was done by 11th grader Jessica Montanez, and it's a cardinal. And now Dr. Bobby Muniz. Dr. Muniz, who used to play football for the Harlingen Cardinals, is receiving one football signed by the South varsity team, as well as as well as a piece of artwork done by 11th grader Abigail Chrisman, which is a picture of the bridge at South Padre Island. Alrighty, so that is it for that. So let's get a group photo. Can we get all the board members down here with their kiddos right here for a group photo? Kids in the front. Kids are going to step down on the lower platform, hold your items, and face me. Let's, yeah, this way to the room, just line them up. Kids, look this way. Do a selfie. Dr. Muniz. Alrighty. Come on. Hey, Mr. Powers, Mr. Greg Powers. All right, Mr. Powers. Mr. Powers, who used to be a star football player for the Harrington Cardinals, is receiving a football from the Harrington High School varsity team and a piece of artwork, which is a vaquero. Maybe you can sell that to UTRGV, by 10th grader Abby Danielle Gonzalez.
One more picture, Greg.
Go ahead. All right. Ooh, okay, here we go. Everyone, we're going to look at George first. So this is for the website. So everyone look at the guy in the black jacket right there with his hands up in the air. Everyone smile. See those teeth? See those teeth? 1, 2, 3. You looking over here, George? One more, George. George. All right, now parents, look at your parents. They're zooming in on the board members. Okay, everyone stay here. Hold on just a second. Board members, we have one more treat for you. So please place your trophies at the dais. Students, follow your board member and give them their piece of artwork so they can put that in front of the dais as well. And students, y'all may take a seat. Y'all can go ahead and take a seat after you give your items to the board member. Y'all can put the balls in the trophy. All right, we have one more special treat for you, board members, from Mr. Rios and our wonderful musicians across the district.
These are members of Harlingen High School, Harlingen High School South, Harlingen School for Health Professions, and we're all here tonight to just give our small little thank you for an incredible, wonderful, ginormous thing that you do for our kids every single day here in Harlingen. So we hope you enjoy it. It's just a little song. It's a little peppy song. It does start with a really nice, beautiful violin. Until we mess it up. So I will cue you. It's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So don't quite start. Violin. One, 2, 1, 2, 3.
this whole going to go? Wow, wow. Oh, we still have ours? Okay, maybe I should have left mine there.
Mr. President, I think that the students played louder as you all got louder just to drown the noise. But you all did great. So let's give them a big hand.
They did.
Again, thank you for the work that you all champion every day. We truly appreciate your service to HCISD, and thank you for setting the vision and the leadership necessary to make us the best district in the state of Texas. And congratulations on being selected as an outstanding board by HEB Excellence again, third year out of the last 4 years. So give it up to them.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cavazos. And to the students, what can we say? We're so proud of you, and thank you for the recognition. We're proud of you. Thank you. Board Recognition Month, January, is a special month for the boards. And tonight, we're extremely proud. We've, over the years, we've had many, many board recognitions, but I would say this tops them all. It really does. Really. I want to take a moment to chronicle a little bit about my 30 years on the school board. 1988. Oh my goodness. 30 years. As I reflect on 1998, I had, I guess it was a slogan or a motto called, it was called "Every Student Can Succeed." That was my big sign all over the city. Every student can succeed. And you know, I think about the U.S. Department of Education, the Every Student Succeed Act is in place. I wonder if I had intellectual property on that. Kidding. But I believe that. And just to share with you some of the things that happened in this district is indelible on my brain. And it's easy to me to recall that when you say every student can succeed, that requires the support of the board, certainly the superintendent. And to get buy-in from the community, we had to do some things a little different. So in 1989, we passed our first bond, $20 million. I remember that so very well. And with that, the elementary schools, you know, those little mini, what you call multi-purpose buildings, that was part of that $20 million. The deal was we didn't want the children to be in, you know, it's cold now. Can you imagine them having to be outside, or it's hot? So we said we're going to have a little multi-purpose facility at every elementary campus, and we did. That sort of helped pass the bond. And then we fast forward to 1999. We had a bond of $80 million voted and passed by the citizen, $80 million in 1999. Fast forward 2010, another bond, $98.6 million, passed again by the citizens and voters of Harlingen. And then, lastly, and the big one, the TRE, the Tax Ratification Election, passed in 2014, and that is the one that will sustain, we think, this district to the extent that we may not have another bond until, I'm not sure. It would be a long time, because that bond gives HCISD $10 million per year into perpetuity. That is forever. $10 million in addition to that. With that, we've been able to do a lot. With those resources, I can think since 1988, we built 2 new elementary schools, Dr. Rodriguez and Means Elementary. Then we built 3 new middle schools, Gutierrez, Vela, and Memorial. Then we fast forward to the high schools. We have the 9th grade Cano Academy. And then we have some specialty high schools. The High School of Health Professions. And I think this year, when will we graduate our first class? Legacy class will be this year. And we had also the Early College High School, which is in partnership with UTRGV. And we had one comprehensive high school created in 1994, Harlingen High School South. So when I think about that, in addition, we had Keys Academy, of course, as well. So I think about, that was 10 new facilities that we constructed. And I think about what we've done in terms of resources, in terms of giving students the support that they need to be able to reach their hopes and dreams in life. And we dream big here in Harlingen. I'm pleased to tell you that being part of this for 30 years and 10 terms on the board, I want to announce to you tonight that I will not be seeking an 11th term for re-election to the school board. So this is, you might say, my final month to be recognized as a board in 2018. It's been 30 great years. I appreciate what you do. And I see the children here, it's about you. That's what it's about. It's about the parents. I'm also so pleased that we've become a public school district of choice. Parents and children deserve choice. So you have freedom of choice here with the many things that we're doing. And Dr. Cavazos has chronicled those things that we're doing. I won't talk about those tonight, but the new high schools, especially high schools, the early childhood education, all those things we're doing that we've revolutionized here. I didn't talk about the other support part of that, and that's the performance arts, the performance arts facility. You know where that is. And I think of Ronnie Rios. Is he gone? All right, Ronnie Rios. And then we think of what? The Aquatic Center. Those are just a few of the things, and the agriculture farm as well, which are not direct instructional, but they're support facilities. So when I think about that, I said, you know, it's time. We're financially very secure. We have excellent facilities. Can't talk enough about the staff. The staff, unbelievable. And lastly, my fellow board members. Work with many boards, but this is a great board. My fellow board members, they do so much, they care so much. It's all about the students. So with that, I thank you for the recognition. I'm so proud of what you do. Thank you so very much.
If I could, Mr. President.
Sure.
I'm going to say a brief word on behalf of the board. We're going to make this brief. Just so you know, we will be honoring Mr. McShann for his tremendous service to this district and in public education throughout this state and throughout the country. We will be honoring him formally, and we're going to find a very special way to honor Mr. McShann. But we'll be doing that obviously at the right time, probably at the May board meeting. But just now, I just want to reflect that what he means to all of us. He's sort of we call him the dean. We have a queen of the board. He's the dean of the board, and so he's been a role model to all of us. And it's just been tremendous getting to know him. When you talk about servant leadership, that's what he's about. And so he's been a trailblazer in public education, not only and set us up on a course for success for many decades,
to come and future generations to come, but also in the state and in the nation. He's been the president of Texas Association of School Boards and also for the National School Board Association. Very impressive, from right here in Harlingen, and so we're very proud of him, and we know he will enjoy his retirement, but we're always going to be keeping in touch with him. We're really proud of him. So I hope you all will join us in May again when we honor him formally, and I hope you all will reach out to him and tell him what he means to you guys and what he means to. He's handed out a lot of diplomas to a lot of folks in this room, and that's including the parents. Lastly, I just want to leave with this. This board, we pride ourselves in being unified. We pride ourselves in focusing in the governance space, and we only do that because we learn from each other. We have folks like mentors like George, and we've always been very, very unified. Not that we don't challenge each other, not that we don't have different ideas, and we're always trying to make things better for this district, for our students. But we do so in the right way, right? And then we understand our role very, very well. And we've learned things like that from folks like George. And so this is very important right now, a time when we have an open seat on the board. Tomorrow the school district's closed, as you all know. But Thursday morning, folks will have a chance to sign up. Myself and Bobby are running for re-election. We have an open seat now, as you just learned. So I ask that the best and the brightest step forward, to think about if they have, an interest to serve. But do so for the right reasons, right? Do so because you have a good heart and you want to give back, you want to serve. It can't be anything personal. It can't have agendas. You can't have any issue. I want to do this or I want to do that. That's up to this man, right? We give him ideas all the time. He may like 1 in 50 of them. I don't know, but sometimes
a little better than that.
But at the end of the day, I think together this team of 8 has done a remarkable job of really setting this district up in a transformational pathway that not many schools, school districts in this nation can talk about. We are creating a school district of choice, and we're trying to increase the rigor and the relevance of learning in every classroom and get the best human capital in every classroom to inspire your children and flip their switch, and so that then we can just get out of the way. Once you turn that switch on, the kids are just going to do amazing things and accomplish great achievements in their life. And so that's what we're trying to do as a district, and we do so because we have a unified team of 8 at the top. So I ask those folks out there that are interested to really step forward, but understand that you have to have a good heart and running for the right reasons, and also, of course, spend some time to learn the role of the board and the role of the board members, because I think if you get that right, you can make a tremendous impact, as I think this board has. So God bless you guys, and I hope we see some great names running for George's spot, and thank you all for your attention. God bless.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pettis. Thank you very much. Okay. We'll move now to recognition of student leaders. Mr. Shane Strubart.
That's pretty tough to follow, Mr. McShann. Mr. President, board members, Dr. Cavazos, administration, and audience. The Student Leadership Recognition serves to honor students who have exhibited excellence in leadership at ACISD. This exceptional group of students consists of Elementary Student Council presidents, the Student Advisory Board, and the Eagle Scouts in our community. Student organizations such as these contribute in shaping our future leaders by instilling enduring values and building positive peer communities. Placing our youth on a path to a more conscientious, responsible, and productive society is central to keeping our nation strong. I can think of no greater gift to bestow upon our students than to provide them with a solid moral compass by which to guide their actions. In doing so, we are ensuring the success of our students and future generations. Today, we recognize you, our students, for your contributions to the district and the Harlingen community. Mr. President, Dr. Cavazos, would you please come forward to help us recognize these amazing students? We will begin with the elementary students. From Austin Elementary, Co-Presidents Ryan Petrie and Daniel Cuellar. Again, parents, you're welcome to come forward to take a photo. From Bonham Elementary, Ariana Contreras. From Bowie Elementary, Xavier Martinez. From Crockett Elementary, Julian Tejerina. From Dishman Elementary, Julyssis Ignacio Garza. Oh, I think he must be at the Bird Bowl game. All right. From Houston Elementary, Analisa Rodriguez. From Jefferson Elementary, Denise Hadaki. From Lamar Elementary, Ryan Rodriguez. From Long Elementary, Ryan Armijo. From Means Elementary, Adam Sanchez. From Milam Elementary, Giselle Alessandra Garza. From Rodriguez Elementary, Dax Burden. From Stewart Place Elementary, President of the Kids Care Club, Jada Russell. From Travis Elementary, Giselle Juarez. From Treasure Hills Elementary, Hannah Elizondo. From Wilson Elementary, Cody Lopez. From Zabala Elementary, Ariana Villarreal. Now moving on to our Student Advisory Board, all from the secondary campus. From Coakley Middle School, Esmeralda Trevino. From Gutierrez Middle School, Cecia Weish. From Memorial Middle School, Zachary Saceta. From Vela Middle School, Brock the Rock Williams. That's it. That's what he used in his speech when he ran for election. From Vernon Middle School, Brandon Cisneros. From Dr. Abraham P. Cano Freshman Academy, Samantha Ariano. Also from Cano, Louis Fuentes. And Liam Galoon. From the Harlingen School of Health Professions, Sylvia Sanchez. Sean Tiribiadis, which is playing in the game tonight. Let's give him a round of applause. From Harlingen High School, Samantha Guillen. Sarah Flores. Serena Garcia. Nathan Ramon. And Alejandro Muniz. From Harlingen High School South, Erica Hernandez. Matthew Cavazos, who serves as Vice President of the Board. That's his favorite shirt. That's why he wore it tonight. Mia Medrano, who serves as Secretary for the Board. Jacob Fraga. And Clarissa Benavides, who serves as the Community Service Chair. From Early College High School, the Student Advisory President, Michael Mackner. Also from Early College High School, Jonathan Phipps. And lastly, and unable to join us this evening from Keys Academy, Salome Lozoya. Let's give her a round of applause. At this time, I'd like to get a group photo with the board. If the rest of the board could come forward for a group photo. Can you put them on the ends? Ready, George? Everyone ready? Okay, you want to see your teeth? Remember, see your teeth? We're going to look at George. George, going to give us a countdown. Everyone look over here. George on the Z first. Don't be distracted by this. What do you hear? Hey, Terrence. Hey, students, y'all may take a seat. Trustee, can y'all stay on the platform? And then we have one more group to recognize. Students, y'all may go back to your seats. Okay, every year we recognize, in January, as this is Leadership Month, we recognize all of our Boy Scouts who have achieved the rank of Eagle, which is the highest rank you can achieve in Boy Scouts, and also Girl Scouts who achieved the rank of, or received the Gold Award. We have one girl that is almost at the Gold Award, so we're probably recognizing her next January, but we do have a few Eagle Scouts in the room, so we're going to start it off with Harlingen High School, Nathan Allison from Troop 1889. I don't know if you made it or not. No. Okay. Let's give him a round of applause. Also from Harlingen High School, Colton Lopez from Troop 1776. Only 4% of scouts reach the rank of Eagle. From Harlingen High School South, Matthew Cavazos from Troop 1701. That's Dr. Cavazos' son, by the way, if anybody wants to know. He's very proud. Also from Troop 1701 in Harlingen High School South, Victor Ringianu. From 1701, Joshua Delgado. Also from Troop 1701, Alexander Cavazos. I'd like to recognize the Scoutmasters that are able to attend tonight. I believe we have Eric Kennedy in the room. Mr. Kennedy from Troop 1701. Want to stand and be recognized, sir? John Gavada. John Gavada, did he make it? John did not make it. All right. Well, let's give him a round of applause. All right, let's get a group photo. All right, Scout, can you just stand right here on the lower platform? All right, everybody, look at George first. Right here. Hold on. Okay, ready? Right here, look at George. Bobby's gonna get a selfie right here.
Bobby, you got that one.
Students, please remain seating. The board's going to say a few words before you all leave.
Well, they're going to let me start since I'm the only woman on the board. But I just want to say how proud we are of all of you. You know, 5% of any group would be an outstanding recognition, but 5% of the Boy Scouts of America, that's outstanding, truly outstanding. You have honored yourselves, you have honored your families, you've honored your school district, you've honored your community, and you've honored your country. And this is something that you will have for as long as you live, and every opportunity that comes your way from now on, it will be a plus to you, an addition to your resume that is significant, that you have accomplished this incredible honor. So congratulations, we're super proud of you, and we look forward to hearing about you for a long time to come.
I just want to add that I think it's amazing what you all have accomplished. And to the Eagle Scouts, I want to add that this is such a great step of leadership in your careers. It amazes me when I turn on the television and I see people like Robert Gates, former Defense Secretary of the United States, Eagle Scout, who's been very active here in the Valley, Rex Tillerson, Secretary of State, Eagle Scout, and they credit so much of their careers to being Eagle Scouts and what they learned and the leadership skills. So congratulations to you, and like Mrs. Fleurier said, this is something that you're going to carry with you the rest of your life and will be a great asset for you.
Just very briefly, Mr. President, it's interesting because both of them are correct. We all see some impressive resumes and of accomplished individuals, and most, if not 99% of everything from that you do in high school gets dropped off at some point your resume 5, 10 years from now, but not Eagle Scout. That's something you're going to always keep with you on your CV or resume throughout your life, so congratulations, kudos to you guys. We're really proud of you, and you reflect great credit on this community.
And I want to echo everything that my colleague said, but I kind of want to even go a little bit back where I see all the young kids that are very young age, and it starts there. To get to the Eagle Scouts, it starts with planting of the seeds. So I see all the students out there, and every single one of you all are leaders, and it starts at the beginning all the way till you become Eagle Scouts. When you graduate from high school and you go into college, just remember everything that you're learning from each grade level to the day you graduate is the sword and the shield to be able to compete out there in whatever you do, whether you're going to college or whatever you're going to end up doing. You're planning yourself, you're getting your sword and shield, and you're preparing yourself. So keep studying hard. You all are the leaders of tomorrow, and we look forward to all the great things you're going to do for each and every single one of us in the community in the future. So keep up the great work.
Dr. Cavazos.
Yeah, so I don't have to, this is the obvious. I think that this school district is as great as it is because we have a lot of leaders, and I see a lot of our leaders in the audience, also including our principals who are here as well. But I want to speak specifically to the student leaders. Our district is incredible, but you make that happen by doing the right thing every day, regardless whether there's an adult around. We can't do this work alone. We need the student leaders as well to ensure that we continue the educational excellence. And let me say something. One day you're going to inherit this world. We have some very complex issues in this world and in this country, issues and problems that we have not been able to solve as a generation. And our greatest hopes is that you will take on that challenge and make us even better. We're in great shape, and this is one of my favorite board meetings because we get to recognize the great work of the student leaders. And to Mr. De Leon's point, beginning with our elementaries and all the way to the Student Advisory Board and our Eagle Scouts and so forth, realizing that we have student leaders throughout the district, but tonight's your night. So thank you, and I am confident that one of you will eventually be a board member in Harlingen Public Schools. Okay, and the superintendent, don't be too quick. But thank you, let's give them a big hand. They're doing a great job.
It's really gratifying to witness this. I think about a lot of things I've said, but I do recall the last commencement address to the graduating seniors, 2017. And I talked about stand up, and that's what you're doing. You're standing early. You've taken on that role of leadership. You're standing up for what's right. You standing up for this democracy, but you're standing for yourself and for your family. That's so important. Keep in mind, the moral compass is the number one thing. Your character, your integrity is something that is non-negotiable. And I know you're learning that, you're demonstrating that as young leaders. And I can tell you I remember being a little kid like you. I was nervous, but I stood up then. And I'm standing now. I want to continue to stand with you. I will continue to stand with you because it is the right thing to do. And to the parents and the grandparents, to, of course, our staff, we appreciate you so, so very much. I look at some of the parents, I gave you a diploma. My goodness, I'm going, oh my. Now, your children are here. But I can tell you, we're so proud of you. We are proud of you. And thank you all so very much. And congratulations. We now have recognition of advanced placement scholars, Ms. Melissa Parker.
Good evening, Mr. President, Dr. Cavazos, members of the board, and other members and guests here this evening. Each year in May, students in the Harlingen CISD join more than 2 million others across the world in taking advanced placement exams. Last year, our students took exams in 27 different subjects, and more students than ever had passing scores. We are very proud of our students, and tonight we would like to recognize those who have demonstrated exemplary college-level achievement on AP exams. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. McShann and Dr. Cavazos to come down and help honor the students. Some of the students' names I'll be calling are participating in other activities this evening or are away at college. A large number of our AP scholars are freshmen in college right now, so if their family members are in the audience, please join us and come forward to receive your student certificate. So I'm going to begin tonight with the AP Scholars. The following students qualified for the AP Scholar Award by earning a 3 or higher on 3 or more AP exams. Ryan Arnold from Harlingen High School. Dariel Barrera, Harlingen High School. Adrian Bazan, Harlingen High School. Hannah Brady, Harlingen School for Health Professions. David Cavada, Harlingen High School South. Roberto Chapa from Harlingen High School, attending TSTC. Cole Charvet from Harlingen High School, attending University of Oklahoma. Alejandro Conde from Harlingen High School South, attending Baylor University. Carla De La Rosa, Harlingen High School South, attending University of Texas, San Antonio. Jennifer De Leon, Harlingen High School, attending Texas A&M University. Samuel Duffy from Harlingen High School, attending Texas A&M University. Jessica Durant from Harlingen High School South, attending St. Edward's University. Alejandro Garcia from Harlingen High School South, attending Texas A&M University. Melanie Goldstein from Harlingen High School, attending Texas State University. Jaylene Gonzalez from Harlingen High School South, attending University of Texas at Austin. David Gracia from Harlingen High School, attending Texas A&M University. Aransas Haley from Harlingen High School South, attending Southwestern University. Dallas Herring from Harlingen High School, attending University of Texas at Austin. Carla Kine from Harlingen High School South, attending University of Houston. Miranda Lerma from Harlingen High School South, attending Texas A&M University. Bianca Lopez from Harlingen High School. Vivian Lopez from Harlingen High School, attending Texas State University. Alec McManus from Harlingen High School, attending Texas A&M University. Amisadai Martinez from Harlingen High School South, attending University of Texas RGV. Nathaniel Martinez from Harlingen High School, attending University of Texas RGV. Garrison Medley from Harlingen High School. Rodolfo Montero from Harlingen High School South, attending Texas State University. Sierra Morrissey from Harlingen High School South. Noe Munoz from Harlingen High School, attending Texas A&M University. Levi Newell from Harlingen High School. Demetria Poulos from Harlingen High School South. Jaime Ramirez from Harlingen School for Health Professions. Lucas Rivas from Harlingen High School South, attending University of Texas San Antonio. Robert Rodriguez from Harlingen High School South, attending Baylor University. Anthony Soto from Harlingen High School, attending University of Texas RGV. Taylor Tice from Harlingen High School South, University of Texas Austin. Sean Turubiates from Harlingen School for Health Professions, playing basketball. Rodolfo Urbina, Harlingen High School. Emma Uzal from Harlingen High School South, attending University of Texas at Austin. Jose Valadez from Harlingen High School, attending Texas State University. Aubrey Villanueva, Harlingen High School South, attending Texas A&M University Corpus Christi. Tiffany Upel, Harlingen High School South, attending St. Mary's University. And Leah Zaragoza from Harlingen High School, attending Texas A&M University. Those are all of our AP scholars for the 2017 testing cycle. If all the board members, yes, would come down, take a picture.
Everyone, look at George here first. All right, smile. George.
Their rules. Okay, I'd like to continue with AP Scholars with Honor. The following students qualified as AP Scholars with honor by receiving an average score of at least a 3.25 on all AP exams taken and scored a 3 or higher on 4 or more AP exams. So we have Joshua Ambris from Harlingen High School at Texas Tech University. Abigail De Leon, Harlingen High School South, University of Texas at Austin. Jacob Fraga from Harlingen High School South. Michaela Garza, Harlingen High School South, University of Texas at Austin. Vanessa Green from Harlingen High School South, attending Rice University. And Savannah Smith from Harlingen High School South. Those are all of the AP Scholars with honor.
Yeah, let's all grab one of the. All right, ready, George?
And our last group of AP Scholars are AP Scholars with Distinction. This award goes to students who earned an average score of 3.5 on all AP exams taken and scores of 3 or higher on 5 or more AP exams. Brant Burbach, Harlingen High School. Ariel Calada, Harlingen High School South, University of Texas at Austin. David Day, Harlingen High School, University of Texas at Austin. Miguel Dominguez, Harlingen High School South, University of Texas, RGV. Erica Hernandez, Harlingen High School South. Yay, Erica. Osiel Landaverde, Harlingen High School. Matthew Moore, Harlingen High School South. Justice Morales, Harlingen High School, attending Texas A&M University. Stevie Rosenau, Harlingen High School South, attending Fordham University. Carlos Torres, Harlingen High School South, attending University of Texas at Austin. And Irene Tyler, Harlingen High School. That concludes the recognition of our AP Scholars this evening.
That's pretty good, Bobby. I like that.
Approval of minutes.
Mr. President, move approval of the December 12, 2017 regular board meeting minutes as presented.
A motion, a second. Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Principal's report. I'll entertain a motion to table the principal report.
So move. Motion to table, sir?
Second.
Motion to table, second. Motion to table by Dr. Pettis, second by Mr. Powers. Is there discussion? No, it's not debatable. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I just remembered that. My
Not
rubber's-
debatable.
Right. Public comments. Ms. Brown? None. Approval of consent calendar.
Mr. President, I move approval of consent calendar as presented.
Second motion.
Motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Dr. Muniz. Is there discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Matters relating to transformation and school support, transforming teaching and learning committee report. Dr. Lisa Nayola.
Thank you, Mr. President. On January 9th, 2018, we had our regularly scheduled Transforming Teaching and Learning Committee. Two presentations were brought forward by members of our district strategic plan design teams. The first presentation was titled Innovative Schools in HCISD, Providing Students Unique Learning Opportunities. This presentation was conducted by members of the Innovative Schools design team. In particular, Mr. Joseph Villarreal, Assistant Superintendent for Secondary Education, Mrs. Veronica Corton, Administrator for Organizational Development, Mrs. Vivian Bauer, Principal of Dr. Cano Freshman Academy, and Dan Garza, Director of Special Education, conducted that presentation. In their presentation, the group summarized their research over the last 6 months regarding schools of choice. They shared results of a community survey looking into what were those innovative schools that our community was interested in HCISD bringing forward, as well as the results of their visits to innovative schools that are out there throughout the state of Texas. Within their presentation, the team shared what they ultimately defined through all of their research as the essential components of what an innovative school at HCISD should look like. They also presented some proposed models that the team is researching for potential implementation in the future. Specifically, they looked at 4 models that included a Fine Arts Academy, STEM Squared, and so the squared represents the addition of medicine as a focus as part of the science, technology, engineering, and math focus. They also shared the proposal for a model looking at IB, or International Baccalaureate programs, coming to HCISD, as well as a virtual academy which would provide students an opportunity to gain a high school diploma through an online platform. They will soon be coming back to our Transforming Teaching and Learning Committee as they solidify some of the pieces with these proposed models. The second presentation was conducted by members of our Global Achievement Design team, which included Mrs. Melissa Parker, Director of Advanced Academics, Fernando Reyes, Principal at Harlingen High School South, and Sandra Tovar, our Director of Guidance and Counseling. In their presentation titled Transforming Our AP and Dual Enrollment Programs, the team shared the focus on how do we increase participation not only in AP, but how do we look at our dual enrollment programs moving forward. Through their presentation, the team shared their current practices, what our AP program currently looks like, as well as our dual enrollment, and some of the challenges that we currently face in that implementation. One of their big focuses is transforming our academic advisement and helping students make informed decisions with regard to which of those programs, whether AP or dual enrollment, best supports what their future goals look like. Earlier this evening, Mrs. Parker shared regarding our AP scholars. So AP scholar recognition and achievement of that honor is widely recognized by colleges throughout the nation. And so the more students that have an opportunity to gain that accomplishment, the better their opportunities moving forward. And so the team felt that it was important that we look at how to increase the number of students gaining that recognition. And so beyond that, they looked at the need for students who gain this accomplishment to receive additional recognition, including at graduation. They also wanted to look at how do we increase the participation in AP testing. So as such, they shared some ideas with regards to how do we incentivize that participation. Mrs. Parker also shared some of the new practices that are happening within our AP classrooms. In particular, she talked about a mentor program where a number of our AP teachers are receiving mentoring from successful AP teachers throughout the country. Has been very well received by our staff, and so we're looking forward to those continued partnerships, as well as how do we bring the very best teachers, whether that be in AP or in dual enrollment, into our classrooms. And so she talked about further research that will come in the development of a teacher academy designed to ensure that our teachers are bringing the best practices into our classrooms. Certainly we thank all of the members of both design teams with these great ideas that they're bringing forward, and we look forward to the increased transformation that will happen in our classrooms and throughout our district. Dr. Bettis chairs the Transforming Teaching and Learning Committee. So Dr. Bettis, I don't know if there's additions that you would like to make to today's report.
No, I just really want to give kudos to, I think Dr. Cavazos gets all the credit sometimes, but he does also very generously gives it to you guys. But I really want to focus, the work that the senior team is doing, and especially the design team, and the one in particular that you highlighted, the Innovative Schools design team. Just what an impressive job you guys are doing at really thinking ahead for the future of what's really needed in public education here in Harlingen and in really everywhere. I think we're creating a model district and a school district of choice in the public school domain. It's just really impressive. So thank you, Alicia. Really amazing work. Thank you, Veronica, Joseph, Vivian. I know all the members of this Innovative Schools design team. It's just we're just really proud of what you're doing, and we really can't wait to see these schools of choice come to fruition. And with regards to the AP and dual, you hit it right on the head. I mean, I think if we get the advisement piece right, what a huge impact we're going to have to these students. And because far too often, some of the students go down the wrong path a little bit too long and then have some regrets about that later on. And so we're really proud of what we're doing there. And this is going to be a huge impact to these students and also to their pocketbooks potentially down the road as they sort of leave some of those, take the right college courses and then take the right AP courses, and it's going to serve them well going forward to their next steps of college. So really proud of the work that we're doing. Again, Dr. Cavazos, thank you for bringing, really timely but significant topics to this board at these committee meetings. We're really proud of the work you're doing and for letting us again share that space with you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Bettis, Dr. Noyola. Any other questions? Okay, thank you. We'll move now to matters relating to business services. Mr. Julio Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item 8A is consider approval of low attendance waiver for December the 8th, 2017. We're asking the board to approve this waiver and not count December the 8th, 2017 as an attendance day for the purpose of reporting to TEA. Because the attendance rate difference was greater than 10% from the prior year for this particular day, the district is able to submit an attendance waiver. And by submitting this attendance waiver, our ADA for the third 6 weeks would be greater.
On matters discussed in executive session, discussion regarding bids received at the November 7, 2017 tax resale on properties struck off the Cameron County for itself and other taxing jurisdiction. What's your pleasure?
Mr. President, move approval of the bids received at November 7th, 2017 tax resale on property struck off to Cameron County for itself and other taxing jurisdictions as presented in executive session.
Second.
I have a motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Mr. Powers. Is there a discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Consider employment of teachers and other professional staff.
Mr. President, I move that we approve the employment of the teachers and other professional staff as recommended by administration in closed session.
Second the motion.
We have a motion by Mr. Powers, second by Mrs. Fleury. Is there discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Consider superintendent's summative evaluation and contract.
Mr. President, I proudly move approval of the superintendent's summative evaluation and contract as discussed in the executive session.
Second the motion.
We have a motion by Dr. Pettis, a second by Mrs. Fleury. Is there discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, and this board meeting is adjourned.